Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to show you how to kill the Dragonfly. So the Dragonfly is a raid boss, and as far as raid bosses go, she's actually a pretty easy raid boss. But her drops are, they kind of go the same way with that. I mean, her drops aren't very good, but she's also not a very hard raid boss. So first things first here, you're going to want to build a nice long wall along the lava pond here. The magma pool, I should say. It's called lava pond in the files, but so I'm just gonna build the wall right here, so that way I don't run into the tree. Actually, I'm still gonna run into it. So what this does is you'll want to do it right down the middle of the magma pool, and then all the lava that she spawns, which are her minions, are just going to get stuck there because they think it's an opening, but it's just not. So they're kind of stupid. That's all I can say there. So what we're doing here is you see all the magma pools, so you're mapping them out first, and then you find your one that you want to fight it at. I always look for the one that's the closest to the path, and then go with that one. And then I just build the walls out. Now, you can see here that we got some hounds. We need to take care of these. And after I build this wall here, I will have enough protection from the lava that I can begin the fight. Now, I'm just not going to begin the fight with this type of gear. This gear is absolutely awful for this type of fight. You need some very good gear to engage a boss like this. Generally, I would recommend that instead of tanking it, you would go with a kiting method and just have some really fast movement gear. But if you're going to go with that method, you actually need a Magiluminescence, I would say, and a walking cane or a lazy explorer, which are generally later game items than players who are watching a guide like this would want to use, especially on their first time fighting Dragonfly. We're going to take out these hounds just so they don't attack the walls later on or attack me. Very annoying. Sometimes you won't even have any of these. But generally, yeah, you'd want the Magiluminescence, which is from the ruins, and if you already know about that, you probably don't need to watch this guide. So this one, we're going to be showing a tanking method. So what I'm going to do here is, we have that helmet on the ground. We're going to put a whole bunch of helmets on the ground, because it's going to take up so much space in our inventory for all the things we need. So we're going to have 5 extra helmets here. Where do these hounds keep coming from, man? And what we want to do is we're just going to build, so we have those 5 helmets on the ground. We're going to build another, make sure we have 12. So we're actually going to put 11 in our inventory other than the one on our head, which just hurt a little bit. There's our 11, and we're going to want these to be in the further part of the inventory. Now we are going to want an ice staff. This is for if she spawns a lava right there, right under the magma pool, where it can attack you as a normal damage character. It's just a huge pain to actually fight them, so you just want to freeze them to death, which will kill them. And then we'll also have the pan flute there, and we're going to give ourselves 30 pierogies, which is an absurd amount. And I'm going to eat one of those right now. And then what we will do is you also want a lantern on the ground beforehand, and you'll just go ahead and turn it off. And when nighttime is going to come around during the boss fight, which it will, you're going to want to turn that on. I'm just letting it pass right now with nighttime. A good thing to note with this boss is, unlike other bosses, she actually does not have an insanity aura, which is a bit weird, I know. We're actually going to build this out a little bit further. I want like another 4 walls on that, just to be safe. Okay, we'll hit her with this. You don't actually need to hit her with that if she aggro's on you, but I just did it because I thought she wasn't aggroed on me. Okay, she's going to get a hit in there. You can see that she attacks while she moves, which is very, very strange, and why she's one of the hardest enemies in the game to kite. I would actually say she is the hardest enemy in the game to kite, so we're just going to be tanking her. So I'm just sitting here holding control and F until she goes away. Now what I actually want to do is I want to watch my HP. She does 15 damage a hit to me through my football helmet. So I watch until my HP hits 15 here, and then I'm going to eat. This keeps my DPS as high as possible. You really want to spam your hotkey there to make certain that it's going to go as fast as possible on your eating. And I'm going to get away from the magma pool there because it warms you up a lot and it's making me overheat. And just keep watching your health until you hit 15 again, and then you eat. Or when she goes away, then we'll eat. I'd imagine she'll fly away first. Yeah, there she goes. So she's going to go spawn in her minions. We are going to heal up to... I'm actually going to heal up to full here because that'll be more efficient. And then we will also just pick up another one of our football helmets here. 2 of them actually. And we'll drop the stone wall here. We want to stay right near the middle here. That way they can find the magma pool to go to. And that they get stuck at it. You can see they're trying to attack me through it, but there's no way they can reach me. Now, at this part, the fight gets a bit more complicated. I know we're just tanking it, so we're going with the simplest method. But you can see the lava just exploded. So you want to stay away from the fires. Don't get lit on fire. Don't overheat, anything like that. And when all of those despawn, she will enrage. We need to run away from her then and use our pan flute to unenrage her. Or you could also use your ice staff to unenrage her. Losing some health here pretty quickly. And the last one's gonna die in like 5 seconds. Ooh! We actually did very well on our DPS there and got lucky with the phases. So she's actually going to go spawn in more right the moment where that last one died. And we did not get her to enrage, which is exactly what we want, because when she gets enraged, there's a high chance she'll do a lot of damage to you because she can light you on fire the moment she hits you. And it's pretty hard to dodge her when that's happening. Great, great, okay. We're just gonna stay here. I'm going to eat to full again, because you saw that my health was getting pretty low when she was about to enrage, which would have been bad for me. I could have just died right there. So I just want to keep my health full. And we're gonna stay a little bit ways away so we don't overheat. Here she comes. Luckily we had none spawn on this side, so we are all good. Sometimes you can spawn the last one as on this side or the first one, which isn't a fun time. And we're just watching those larvae there and seeing how long until they're all dead. There's 2 left, so we got a little bit. I think that's 1 left. No, now it's 1 left. Hard to see through all those fires. There she goes. And you just run away to the side. Now, I was supposed to pan flute there. I accidentally hit 3 instead of 2, but I mean, it works. So that first attack is what you really got to watch for, is her fire stomp. That'll basically take out, I think it's about 100 her HP, and then another 30 for fire afterwards. And you're going to have a bad time if you get hit by that. She'll probably kill you. Unless you're a character with extra HP. Now, normally, if you're actually playing as Wilson, I would just recommend that you never fight this boss, because efficiency-wise, it's not worth it for the items she drops. You can see how much gear I'm using here. This would take a long time to go get. Oh, here we go. We got a lava spawning on the side, so we're gonna wait until it jumps after us. We got 2. Very unlucky. We're gonna let him jump after us like a guardian spider would, and then we just finish him off. You only need 4 hits there, but if you don't hit him fast enough back to back, it won't actually get them. So you can see I was doing 5. Actually, no, I did only do 4, so it must be 3 then. I'm thinking of the wrong numbers here. We'll grab another football helmet, and we're gonna stay over here. Oh, we'll just keep attacking here. Probably should have healed a bit more in that time. I'm actually gonna heal right now so I don't get owned. Run away. Use pan flute. Heal to full. And I always like to stay on the side of the path just because it's safer. Now I'll attack. We're getting her. I was taking overheating damage there. I needed to stay away from the magma pool. I was a little bit extra hot just because of the fire there from that seed. this point, we need to eat. You can see I'm already low on helmets again, even though I've been picking them up as I go. Although the fight should be almost over at this point. She should be almost dead. She should go for one more lava spawn and then have about 2,000 to 3,000 HP left. There she goes. Pretty unlucky here again, but you can get a couple extra hits in when that happens if you're fast about it. There we go. Ooh, I didn't mean to use my pan flute there. That was bad. We'll heal up to full. And we're gonna turn on our lantern ahead of time. We'll kill this bird too, because I caught it in my pan flute. She should be coming around soon. Another strategy with the ice staff is you can actually hit the lava past the wall when it's about to die, that last one, and it's going to last for a bit longer if you freeze it, so she'll get enraged slower, but I'd just say that's less efficient, so I would recommend that you just do the pan flute thing that I'm doing. Speedrunners will also use the lava as their light source. They won't use a lantern. So that's something you can keep in mind. I wouldn't recommend it just because it's pretty hard to do correctly. We gotta get over here. And that should be the last time that she spawns any. Sometimes she'll only do 3 phases. Sometimes she'll do 4. More normally she'll do 4, which means she has about 1,000 to 2,000 HP left. We want to turn this off now. And stay away from that fire. You can see here, I'm down to 3 pierogies already. I don't have many helmets left compared to what I started with. I had a lot of helmets to start with, but we almost finished the fight now. Also, if you were to do this with dark swords, that would save you a bit of helmets, and you would need 5 dark swords. But, like I said earlier, you can actually keep your sanity up for this fight. She does not have an insanity aura, which is a bit weird. Generally, all the giant bosses have huge insanity auras. And there she goes. Now that I killed her, let me talk about the items she drops. So you can see she drops some like gems here, a couple of ruins gems, a couple of normal gems, some gold, and some meat. But the main thing that you will fight her for is you want the scaled furnace blueprint. It's the only way to learn that recipe. And then you can also use her scales on this, which is for the scaled furnace, which is basically a permanent roaring fire that doesn't give as much light radius. Now, this is great for winter, and it's also great to be able to have something to cook on just at all times when you come to the base if you need to, you know, freshen something spoilage up or anything like that. But you can see there that I spent a ton of resources on this fight. Just an absolute amount that you just should not use. I would not recommend that you do this if you're playing a solo Wilson. Now, if you do have 2 people with a normal damage modifier, go for it. You're going to need about a 5th or a 4th of the resources that I used there, and it's going to be much easier for you because she has a stun mechanic when she's getting damaged enough where she won't be able to fight back. Same thing goes for a solo Wolfgang with a dark sword at full mightiness. So generally it's very easy for a full Wolfgang. I've done it before with only 3 helmets, 3 dark swords, and it wasn't much of an issue. You can actually technically do it with 2, I think, and get through the fight, but I mean, no, she'd have like 300 HP left. But, generally very, very easy fight if you're playing Wolfgang. If you have 3+ players, you basically won't need much gear at all. I mean, maybe 1 helmet each and a fresh handbat, and then just go ham on her because she won't be able to fight back with her stun mechanic. But if you're just, playing as your solo Wilson here with your normal damage modifier, I wouldn't recommend that you fight this boss. Just because, it's mostly for just the scaled furnace, which is campfire, basically. And, I mean, it's just not worth the resources that you put in unless you're going to play for like 2,000 days or something. And if you're going to play for 2,000 days, go for it. You're going to kill every boss anyways. Just because that's fun. And that is all for the video today, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Bye-bye, guys.